Welcome to Coffee Break. My name is Michael Moret, reading today from Luke chapter 1, verse 5. There was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias of the division of Abijah. His wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. But they had no child, because Elizabeth was barren, and they were both well advanced in years. Zechariah and Elizabeth didn't have any children. And unfortunately, people like that were seen as second-class citizens in the eyes of many. Back then, people assumed that if a married woman did not have any children, it was because she had some sin in her life. That was a bad assumption, and that was a wrong assumption. When people assume that the reason someone is not blessed in a certain way is because they have done something extraordinary sinful, that assumption is probably piling more hurt on someone who is already hurting, and it is a wicked thing to do. You talk about not judging. The admonition not to judge, that's the kind of thing that it's talking about. God wants us to discern between good and evil and right and wrong. That kind of judging we must do. But to assume simply because somebody is not being blessed in a certain way that they have sin in their life, that is the type of judging that is forbidden. It is sin. Elizabeth loved God, but she didn't have any children, So if I had been there, and I've said this before, I would have told people to knock it off and leave her alone, and her husband too, because they're righteous. And that kind of judging is wicked. This has been Michael Moret with another Coffee Break.